Hey everybody, this is Jessica Lynn of Jessica Lynn Original Studios, and we ended up going to the Dells this last weekend, and we stayed at two different places. So the first place we stayed was the Holiday Inn Express, which I'm going to tell you, it was truly the surprise of the trip. Now, I'm used to staying at all of the big resort ones where they've got the water parks and the whole bit in there, and I was pleasantly surprised with our vacation to the Holiday Inn. We were in room 321, which was nice. We were on the third floor, and it had everything we needed. Like, I was totally surprised. Let me just turn around so I can show you here. So we had a microwave, we had coffee and tea, we had a fridge, a sink with a nice mirror, and that mirror, I would love that mirror in my house. We had the nice king-size bed, and off on the left-hand side over here, plenty of space to put my cell phone, and there were USB charging points, which was so nice. When we first checked in, our room was ready right away. Everything was really clean, very efficient. Really nice work desk, again, USB ports, so I could work on, during this trip, I actually had to go on and order our Disney dining. So we had to do that at 5 o'clock in the morning. This couch, super nice, super clean, and it's a pull-out bed, so it was extra little space for the kids. And you can see there were also an extra comforter, extra pillows waiting for us. The king-size bed, very comfortable. I'm going to be honest, I don't sleep very well at hotels, ever. And I actually slept pretty decent. Inside the bathroom, again, this was not a huge room. We spent about $200, and that was for a Friday night. One of the things I thought was fun is Disney always does this where they have the shampoos, conditioner, and body wash. They had it up there too, so perfect. We're good to go. And it was a nice shower. It had good pressure. The water was nice and warm, so that was really nice. Nowhere to hang our wet swimsuits, but that was fine. But the room itself, super nice. Oh, there I am. Hello! Really liked it. You know, it was perfect. And on the same Friday night, a lot of the really big hotels had prices around $400 to $500 a night. So a little over $2 was pretty darn good for a nice clean room. The other thing that we had no idea that was included as well is they also gave us passes to be able to go across the street and ride some of the rides at, I think, Knuckleheads, which was really cool. They also have, let me just show you some really cool artwork when we first come in, some nice black and whites of the wilderness, or I'm sorry, of the Dells. And then they also had discounted tickets. Now, we didn't take them up on that, but there was a business center, and then they had a full kind of seating area with full breakfast. So, and it's not a huge breakfast, you know what I mean? It's not cooked to order, but it was a buffet, and they had eggs and all kinds of other food. So your typical Holiday Inn, they have the pancakes that, of course, the kids love, where you push the button and the pancakes cook. Lots of fresh fruit, lots of beverages, milks, orange juice, apple juice, the whole bit. And then right off of that upper area where they had all the food, they actually have an outdoor and an indoor pool. And we typically go to the Dells, we're the, you know, exception, right? We usually go in the winter time, but this was the first time we had been there in the summer. And as you can see, there is a kids playground with 2 little slides, a little castle, which is so cute. And we've stayed here before. I would say if you have kids under 10, this hotel is probably just fine. Or if you're in town just for one night on a budget. What I can tell you is there are slides, but I think if you had teenagers, I think they might get bored. But there's a slide inside, which is really fun, and it was kind of full circle because we had taken our oldest when she was probably like 3 or 4, and that was actually the first water slide she went on, was that one indoors. To the far left, there's also a hot tub, which is awesome. So this time it was nice. We could play tag team now that my kids are getting old enough, and the husband could make sure they come down the slide okay, and then I could go in the hot tub and vice versa. So that was really nice. And for the first time ever, let's just go outside. I'll show you out there. All right. And out here, there was a whole thing that we never, again, we go there in the winter time, and this stuff, of course, we always see the pools not filled. right? So I'm so used to seeing these empty pools. So out here on the far right-hand side, there's this really cool little dragon slide. And she was just probably a little too small for my girls. They were more interested in the actual slide than this little kid area. But we ended up with a couple of nice days where we were actually able to come outside. I know it's July and you should be able to go outside all the time, but it's Wisconsin, so grain of salt. But you can see there's actually a slide. There it is. And the kids loved it. One of the perks I think about staying at like a Holiday Inn versus like a Wilderness or a Kalahari, even if it's just for 1 or 2 nights, there was an afternoon time when we had this outdoor pool to ourselves for almost 2.5 hours. Like it literally felt like we were at our personal pool, which was awesome. And the kids loved it because they could come off the slide, go right up the little stairs and right onto that slide again. And I'm going to tell you, I think they did that probably for almost 45 minutes straight. The other thing that was really surprising to me out here is that there was the waterfall, more of a deeper area for the kids to play, and then there was a lot of seating. Like to me, you know, when you go to like Wilderness or some of the bigger ones, you might not be able to find seating too readily available. And I don't say that as a negative because I love the Wilderness. That's the other place we went to this weekend. I do love, you know, the Kalahari. I love all of those. But if you've got smaller kids, this might be the perfect option for you for the Dells because you can still go to all the other stuff, you know, like the Robot World, or you could go downtown, or you could do all of that. But yet you have kind of a smaller amount of people that it's much easier to maintain smaller children in this sort of a venue. And there were a lot of people that I saw, they had ordered dinner and they were all sitting, hanging out later that night on those nice tables with the umbrellas. So it was a really nice space. I really enjoyed it. I don't typically go to the Dells over the summer, but it was a huge surprise. And I told my husband I would definitely consider it again because I always thought, oh, it's going to be too busy, it's going to be crazy. And it wasn't horrible. You know, it was manageable. I mean, I would say, you know, no more than what you're used to. But it was nice for the first half of the trip because we did have that little bit of an escape where we could go to a place that was a little less crowded. But we had a good time. I mean, it was absolutely fabulous. You know, I would definitely look into the Holiday Inn if you're thinking about coming out here. And again, they did not sponsor this. This was all on me. I really enjoy being able to share this. The Dells is such a fun place to go, just a mini getaway. I was so pleasantly surprised. Everyone there was super courteous, very nice, very attentive to the needs that we had. So honestly, if you're looking for a great value and you've got smaller kids, I'm going to tell you Holiday Inn, I think it's probably the best way to go. I'll put the link down below so if you want to take a look at it. But I do want to say thank you so much for watching our video. Don't forget to visit my website, jessicalynoriginal.com. Don't forget to subscribe. I've got a lot more Dells, Disney, and art content coming. Make sure to like, and if you have questions, comment down below.